Hey y'all, it's Rhegis from the MorrisMansionBlog.com. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to share with you how to make these very inexpensive but still gorgeous DIY centerpieces. We're going to be using these for a birthday party this weekend, and you could use this idea for a baby shower. I might reuse these for my sister-in-law's baby shower next month. You could use them for a wedding shower, baby sprinkle, any little get together that has kind of that neutral decor, but the host maybe like something a little extra shiny. So let me show you what I've got. So from Walmart, I've purchased a big 12 pack of canning canisters. You can get the Ball brand, but the Mainstays brand was a little bit cheaper, and I liked they were mostly flat. They don't have the ridges of the Ball logo. You still have the measurements on the side, and these lines are going to help me guide where I'm going to tape, because this is my inspiration photo. So I have 12 of these. They are the quart size, and I got them in the wide mouth so that we can put plenty of flowers in there. I've ordered these flowers from Amazon, and they're going to be coming in later this week. And then I have some tape. I'm going to tape off part of the bottom, and then I'm going to spray paint them with this Rust-Oleum glitter Silver Intense sparkling glitter finish spray paint. And I got all of this from Walmart. Well, I already had this, but if you're going to spray paint something with tape, you want to use frog tape because it is the best they have out there. Either their green tape or their yellow tape is the only way to go. So let's get these taped up and then we'll go spray paint. Okay, so I have taped along the center, and as a guide I'm using these numbers, and I've gotten to the 12-ounce mark. So this will give us a really pretty base, but still leave plenty of clear at the top for putting the water in and seeing all of the pretty stems. So I'm going to tape up the rest of these. Y'all don't need to see me tape all 12 of these, so let's do a little YouTube magic. 3, 2, 1. Now let's go outside and spray paint these. Is it the cleanest edge? No, but it's so cute. And I can easily take an X-Acto knife and clean up the edges if I think it looks too, you know, jagged or whatever. But I think they turned out really cute. The only thing I'm not sure of is if I'm going to take some, because the spray paint is a little bit see-through. And even though I did 2 coats, I don't think more and more and more coats, it's just going to be caked on and not like smoother. So I'm thinking about taking some acrylic paint and painting on the inside a little bit to see if that makes it any different. Other than that, this is what we're working with before the flowers. So for a little bit of contrast, I ordered these little 70 So let's put these together. So now let's assemble a centerpiece. I used the mason jars we had spray painted, and then I took those Amazon flowers I showed y'all that we purchased. And to make the flowers go a little further, what my mom and I did was we ordered 6 of them because they were about $10 each. And so had we used 12 of them, that would have been $120 from Amazon. So what we did was we bought 6, so for $60, and then just a couple of dollars from our personal stashes and some filler flowers from Walmart. We were able to stretch the bouquets double and make them go twice as far. So I added some extra green leaves, a couple of extra white flowers, and then once I was done assembling the bouquet how I wanted, I used a zip tie to hold it all together. And I had never thought about this before, but my mom had the idea and I thought it was genius. So of course I wanted to share that with y'all. And then once you have your flowers secured, you can take some wire cutters and trim off the excess. And same thing with cutting down the stems to be all relatively the same length so it will sit nicely in your mason jar. And then that's the flowers done. Then you'll take one of those 70s cake topper things that we assembled earlier and stick those in the flowers, and it won't slip down now that they've been secured with the zip tie. And then the final touch was to add a ribbon. We kind of mixed and matched gold and silver, and I think with just that simple bow and then cutting the ends at an angle, it made it really, really cute, but still nice and classy looking. And then this is how they all looked together. And I love how when we assembled them with not all of the same flowers, but the theme was cohesive enough. To me, it made them look like a florist had done them because they matched, but they weren't all exactly the same, like we had bought the same, you know, fake flowers and stuck them in a vase. It looked a little more organic this way, and we did it on a really, really thin budget. But that is all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by the mansion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.